What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Donnelly from RyanD.com. In today's video, I'm going to talk about happiness, depression, and things that a lot of people dwell on when they're early on in recovery or going through withdrawals from opiates. One of the things that scares people the most is that they wonder if they'll ever be happy again without these painkillers or heroin. And then the truth is, yes, you will be happy again, but you have to give yourself time in order for your brain to heal. Your brain chemicals are depleted. You have to think of a foreign substance coming in, overpowering your brain and flooding it with all these, happy chemicals. Your brain stops making them themselves because they're overpowered. They don't have to work. And once those happy chemicals are not introduced to your brain and your body anymore, your natural chemicals have to wake up. It's like they've been sleeping and they have to start producing themselves. So you have to give yourself some time for your body to, kickstart and start making these chemicals for you again. That's why you feel depression during withdrawals and early recovery. Your brain hasn't caught up to, where it needs to be yet. So you're lagging behind and you feel despair, you feel terrible, you feel like the world is coming to an end. None of this is true. But if you give yourself some time, you'll start to have what I call little victories. You'll have these little bouts of natural highs or happiness that come. A lot of people experience the pink cloud effect. The pink cloud effect is when all of a sudden you feel like $1 million. You have the answers to all the questions in recovery. You're going to do amazing things, and it happens to last a short amount of time, this happiness and euphoria. And when that euphoria goes away, you're like, holy crap, is this the way I'm going to feel forever? Because you feel depressed again. Now you have to remember your brain chemicals are fluctuating. Right? They haven't, hit a baseline yet. So you'll have these moments of like clarity and absolute like fullness and happiness, and then, despair will come again. Just remember that this despair and this depression will not last forever, and this overwhelming euphoria will not last forever as well. You will hit a baseline, you will level out, and you will feel normal again. And the great thing about feeling normal again is that the normal you feel is fantastic compared to using drugs, okay? So just give yourself some time. Do not think that this is the way you're going to be forever. Don't think that you won't be social again. You won't be able to interact with people, because when you're in early recovery and you just got over withdrawals, you don't want to do anything. Your motivation levels are extremely low, and that's with everyone. Everyone feels that way. You have to keep convincing yourself and telling yourself that this is just a short period of time. It's a rite of passage. Everyone goes through this. There are things that you can do to help it, but everyone has the same, symptoms when it comes to, the lack of motivation and the depression. Everyone gets it. If you don't, please write me and tell me how you didn't have any depression or any, moments of despair, because not one person I've ever talked to got through it without anything like that. All right. But like I said, if you talk to your doctor clears you, he or she clears you for, exercise. Exercise is fantastic. It helps boost brain chemicals, and, it releases things that your brain hasn't been able to do for a while. So it'll kickstart your brain chemicals to create these happy chemicals, and also eating well. All right, eating well is paramount. Whatever fuel you put in your body is how your body's going to react. Okay, it's going to heal itself quicker if you eat organic, fresh, fruits, vegetables. Try to stay away from juicing, because juicing, believe it or not, some people argue this. I used to juice all the time, and then I found out that the reason I felt fantastic after juicing is because I was getting rushes of sugar. I wasn't getting the fiber from all the fruits. So if you do want to juice, I recommend getting like a Vitamix. Vitamix are extremely expensive, but it gives you the whole fruit. So you get the fiber that counteracts the sugar, so you don't get these sugar spikes and then feel like crap an hour later. But juicing vegetables, smoothies, whatever you can do to stay away from processed foods. All right, processed foods are going to slow up your withdrawal symptoms, and it's going to counteract your recovery. So try to eat as healthy as possible. Try to stay away from fast food, processed foods. And believe me, you will feel a difference. Your body will start to, heal itself. Your mind will get clear. All of these things will start to happen at once, and you'll have this rush of, you know, a new lifestyle. And you'll feel better. You might even start losing weight. You might start gaining weight, but you're gaining good weight. A lot of people who use for a long period of time, they lose a ton of weight because they're concentrating on getting high. And, you know, all their money goes towards drugs. So they don't have money for food. And they, you know, what's cheap is processed and, you know, fast food. So you live off fast food, you put on some weight, or you're just eating crap and you're eating once a day, if that, so you lose weight. It just depends on what your situation was while using, but it doesn't matter what it was as long as you change your diet, meaning not diet, like trying to cut calories, but what you intake, your nutrition. If your nutrition is at the top of your list and taking care of your body, treating it like a temple, it will reward you tenfold, okay? Everything will go a lot smoother if you put good fuel in your body. You try to exercise your mind, exercise your body if your doctor allows it, and you'll feel a million times better, all right? So that's it for today. If you guys want to ask some questions, you could leave them below in the comments section, and otherwise I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, and check out calmsupport.com for stress, relaxation, immune, and sleep support. All right, have a good one.